I'm going to tell you something that isn't going to be much of a surprise. We love drama. We love gossip. We love hot news. When you're on the trending page of YouTube or Twitter, what's one of the first things that you notice? There are videos about uncovering the drama between some sort of Twitch streamer or some sort of YouTuber, or it turns out this famous person did this. Folks, why do we care? Where does this come from? Why? Why? One of the reasons we end up being so engaged in this captures our attention like no other is because we get to see behind a person's life, especially if they're a celebrity, especially if it's someone who we know of, whether it be a famous celebrity like a Michael B. Jordan, or maybe an athlete, Kyrie Irving, or a YouTuber like PewDiePie. When we can see behind the lens and we can kind of see what's going on, a part of us is thinking, this is a secret. People shouldn't be able to see this. They don't want me to know this. And that makes you want to see it even more, right? So the really interesting thing is, whenever we look about drama or gossip or the trending pages on YouTube, the videos that get a lot of clicks they're those jaw-dropping, gasping moments. You're not going to believe what this YouTuber was seen doing. Or insert, married YouTuber does this when he sees an OnlyFans girl. Or, so it's these kind of sort of clickbaity, exposing, you're not going to believe this kind of thing. Why? Well, there's a couple of things happening here. One, shock value. Movies do this. Even songs do this with their lyrics. If we can shock you, if we can pretend that we're going one way, but then twist the story and take you another way, we're going to be captivated. Why? We like predicting things. And when something happens that's unpredictable, we go, whoa, what just happened? And it makes us want to pay attention a little bit more to understand, why didn't I see this coming? Okay, that's number one. Number two, we are very quick to take sides. So when something happens, I'm always astonished by how quickly people go, this is the right side, or this is the right side. What he said was right, she was wrong, or what she said was right, he was wrong. And not only that, then we get tribal, and then we start picking sides, and we go, well, he shouldn't have done this because blah, 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 and they shouldn't have done that, blah, blah, blah. You look at those comment sections of those YouTube videos, folks, hundreds, if not thousands of comments of all these relative strangers who have never met these influencers or these celebrities, all picking sides based on the little clip that they've seen on social media. So now there's a shock value. It's usually a dirty story, like it's usually something gone wrong or something gone bad or making someone look bad. You've got people in the comments giving their judgments and their interpretations based on the small biased videos that they've seen. And guess what? It feeds the algorithm. Shock value, title, you click on it, you start watching, you comment. And this is the crazier thing. Not only do people comment on YouTube videos, which I think is fine, but then people start arguing in the comments. And that's the wildest thing, right? You've seen this. Someone comments something, someone else goes, you're absolutely wrong. His comments get 50 likes, someone else comments and says something insulting to him. So now all of a sudden, we're a bunch of strangers having a conversation in the comment section of this YouTube video of this individual who we do not know. We do not know him personally. We know of him or of her. There's a back and forth. And it's what? It's interesting. It's exciting. Our heart rate, oh my God, can you believe they did this? Or how about reality TV show star tells you how it was really like on set? All of a sudden, it's this behind the scenes. It's this, I shouldn't be hearing this. Oh my God, can you believe this? I'm being told something that I'm not supposed to know. And this idea of gossip, this idea of I'm going to tell you something but don't tell anybody else, it is so even evolutionary from a perspective. Think about it like this. 12,000 years ago, the climate stabilizes, okay? And we recognize, we go, look, we don't have to keep moving anymore. Because if the climate's terrible and if it's really cold and frosty, we can't set up a garden, we can't have vegetables, it's hard to get food. Oh, the weather's good here, the climate's stabilized, guys, let's set up a little village here, all right? We're 250 people. If there's a dispute or something going on, if something goes wrong, we all want to make sure that, hey, this doesn't impact me or my family, or this doesn't impact the rest of the village. So guess what happens? Gossip starts to spread, rumors start to spread. And this can actually help as like a protection safety mechanism of, I want to hear what the rumor is. What is it? Has someone been stealing extra carrots? Right? What's going on? Is the judge, is he being paid, with whatever potatoes and drywall by the new people that we just brought into our village? Like, what's going on? So from an evolutionary village perspective, rumors and gossip and talk was important. Why? Because if we didn't like someone, we would kick them out of the group. And if we kicked you out of the group, the chances that you were going to survive on your own was a lot less. The chances that you were going to get eaten by a saber-toothed tiger or something was a lot higher. Why? When we get into a village, when we get into a group, we recognize that people can specialize in different things, whether it was hunter and gatherers, and then you even get more specific. Someone is very charming and elegant at speaking. Okay, when we have to go talk to another group, we're going to send you over so you do the talking for us. So-and-so is very good with his hands and making weapons. Great, you're going to make weapons for us. So when people specialize, it's more efficient than rather having people do general things. Anyways, long story short, we recognize that being in a group is really, really important. And ostracizing someone, pushing someone out of a group through gossip, through rumors, through telling you something behind the scenes has been around for an extremely long period of time. So we recognize even now, in 2023, when you go on YouTube, when you go on Twitter, when you see on Instagram, and you see somebody make a negative post towards someone, you're going, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. And you know what's funny, folks? I used to think to myself, I don't listen to that stuff. I don't care what's going on in reality TV shows. But even I have my own soft spots. When it's athletes that I follow, the Lionel Messis, the Khabib Nurmagomedovs of the world, and they post something, even my head goes, whoa, no way, really? He did that at his gym? What does the other guy say about this? So it's so comical because it's like you can't get around it. It's everywhere. Oh my God, TikTok is full of it. Holy smokes. The amount of girls I've seen just lying like this, looking at their phone, telling you about something crazy they've witnessed or something that happened to them or this other influencer treated them in a poor way. It's crazy the amount of content there is out there in relation to exposing gossip, behind the scenes, the truth about my relationship with so-and-so. Because at its core, it's, hey, come on in. I'm going to share with you something that I've never shared before. And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened that day. So sit down, relax, and get ready. And they start talking. And it just grabs people, man. It grabs people like you wouldn't believe, or maybe you would believe, right? Because you've seen it. You've seen the trending sites on X or on Instagram or on TikTok. Look at the videos that take off. Look at the ones that get shared a bunch, that get commented a bunch. The ones that are very polarizing, they're very controversial. Someone's making an opinion about someone else, about an idea. Look at all those commentary videos on YouTube, all those reactionary videos on YouTube. There's channels out there. All they do is react to other content. Hey guys, let's talk about this. And they just drag it. They criticize it and they make fun of it and they talk about how stupid it is. And they get a crazy amount of views. And what we want to recognize, folks, is especially being further away from people. Having social media separate us from another individual, it makes it easier to criticize them. It makes it easier to see them as less human. It makes it easier to want to stalk them. Why? Because it's normal. Because they're posting online. Like, I'm your follower. You know, I'm going to read all your comments, and I'm going to look at all your photos and your pictures and your videos, and maybe I figure out where you live and where you work, and maybe I send you a postcard, maybe I come to visit you sometime. Do you see how that escalates? Now, thank God, not everybody has that same train of thought. That's a slippery slope, but there's some people out there who aren't too well up here, and they will go all the way to the end. So when it comes to trauma, when it comes to exposing people, when it comes to dirty gossip, keep these things in mind. 1, there's an evolutionary basis from wanting to know the secrets and what's going on and should we ostracize them. And Michael B. Jordan didn't shake an Asian lady's hand. Is he racist? Blah, blah, blah. So you name it, we'll create a narrative. Especially if they're famous. Especially if we can drag their name in the dirt. And all it takes is a little match to light the whole place on fire. All it takes is one match, one headline. All of a sudden, YouTubers start covering it. All their followers start looking at it. They start commenting. People start arguing in the comments. It goes viral. So if you're someone who watches those videos, the truth behind, my relationship with so-and-so or why I left this company, it's normal. I get where it comes from. But just recognize that these sorts of videos, this sort of clickbait idea, the way that they're making money, the way that they're monetizing views is based off of those ideas. Those way old school psychological concepts of shock value, of exclusivity and secret. Like no one else is supposed to know, but I'm going to post it on YouTube where literally everybody can watch the video. And usually it's in a negative light, so we can badmouth them. Because for whatever reason in the news, when something good happens, it just doesn't get the same kind of attention as when something bad happens. You know, the truth about why me and my girlfriend got married doesn't do as well as why Sarah left me. Oh my God, why did he cheat? Oh my God, I bet he cheated. Did she find someone else? Maybe she found someone else. Holy smokes, you know what it is. Dana works out about it. Now you start creating narratives. And ideas. And folks, that's how it's done. So if ever you click on my channel or you start listening to the podcast and you start seeing me hitting you with those kinds of titles, you'll be like, all right, either two things. One, Daniel's sold out, or the young man really needs money. It's either one or the other. It's like, look, I'll watch the video, Dan. I'll help you pay for your groceries. Folks, thank you very much for listening, everybody. Take care of yourselves and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye-bye.